Hello, this is Michelle Morgan. I am doing a video on chart setup and market analysis, and I'm going to be setting up the Euro USD chart. And first I'm going to start with the daily, so I'm going to set up multiple time frames and create support and resistance lines. I also use Fibonacci as well, so I will also plotting the Fibonacci lines as well. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the daily chart, and I'm looking for points of connection, multiple points of connection through wicks and bodies. I look for one support and resistance line above the current price, and then I also look for a line of support below the current price action that's happening in each time frame. So right now with the daily chart, and the more points we have, the stronger the support and resistance line is. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resistance line. And so as we can see on the daily chart, this is actually, the price has actually reached a low on the daily chart. So in order to plot a support line below the daily price, I'm going to move out towards my weekly chart to look for some points of connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a great line with 8 points of connection. So now that I found my daily support and resistance line, I'm going to move towards my hourly chart. And I actually, when excuse me, when I'm going to be plotting Fibonacci, I always take a look at my hourly and my 15-minute chart just to double check which chart I'll be plotting Fibonacci out of. So here in the 15, there is a downtrend that has happened. So I'm going to go ahead and plot my SR lines in the in the hourly chart, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is one line, and then once again here, I've reached a low in the hourly chart. So I go check out the 4-hour. It still reaches low, and you go to the daily, and it's basically going back to the hourly chart. So these are the 3 lines of resistance that I've created. I'm going to go ahead and go to my 15-minute chart, and I'm going to plot my Fibonacci lines. So with plotting Fibonacci, I'm looking for a high to low or a low to high trend. Here we can see there is a high to low trend, so I'm going to start at the highest point here, and I'm going to connect it to a low down here. And so when plotting Fibonacci, I'm looking for the same thing I would be looking for when plotting support and resistance lines. So I'm looking for multiple points of contact within my Fibonacci lines through bodies and wicks. So here I have 1 point. This line, 1, 2. This one has 2. This one has 1, 2. This one has 1, none. This one has 1, 2, 3. That one has 3. And then here we have 2 or 3 down here at the bottom. So I'm going to actually see what happens when I move this line. So here is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This one has 1 and 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a really good line. And then here we have 3 down here. So we have pretty good line. So I'm going to go ahead and keep my Fibonacci lines here due to the points of connection that I see. Okay, now we're going to do a market analysis of where price action currently is to see what my options are for entries of either a long position or a short position as well. So here we are looking at the daily chart. Daily chart shows that there was some consolidation. We came into a downtrend, long periods of consolidation, and right now we're currently in a downward trend. Right now the market is moving down. We can also, I like to go out to my weekly sometimes as well. And I just like to check the last time the price was at its certain low. So we can see here the last time the price was around this level was July of last year, 2017. So let's go back to the hourly. Then I like to check out the 4-hour as well. So the 4-hour shows some periods of consolidation, some downward momentum, coming right, reversing right back up to basically where it started to create the downward pattern. And then here we see that there was some more downward momentum, consolidation, and then definitely a downtrend here, consolidation, and entering into another downtrend. So in this 4-hour chart, we see that the price has been moving down, continuing to move down here. So we see that a downtrend is forming. I like to go to the hourly chart and see what price action is doing here. So there's a lot of downward momentum that happened here. And then we went to consolidation. And then once again, we're going back down, consolidation. And you see a slight dip in bearish, but the bulls are kind of right there with it in this hourly chart. So during this hour, there's not a lot of movement. This is more like a doji. There's indecisiveness in the market. So we're pretty much just on hold between negative 23.6 and 0.0 fib line. As I move into my 15-minute chart, we see similar consolidation, downward pattern, downward, quite a bit of consolidation here. And basically the market has gone down into this past this next level of support here at 0.0, and the market has been between 0.0 and negative 23.6. What I also want to bring up in regards to plotting support and resistance lines and Fibonacci is that when I do the 15-minute chart, I can also look for gaps in between the fib lines to insert SR lines that would help, with my trading and seeing if there's invisible lines of support and resistance that would serve as indicators to enter or exit trades. So right now, the range that this is in is 23 pips is sitting in between this range right here. There's really nothing happening. And then I'm even looking at the breakthrough of this next range right here between this 23.6 and the 0.0. And there's a lot of consolidation here as well. Small volume happening here. I'm looking for indicators that tell me it's time to enter a trade, a successful trade, high quality trade, following my trading strategy. And I'm going to be honest, I don't see, the market is not telling me to enter a trade as to where price action is, as to what price action previously was earlier this morning. That's 9 a.m. this morning. This candlestick is 9 a.m. As of right now, of me setting up my chart, this is not within my trading hours. I'm setting this up the night before I trade. I trade in the morning. I don't want to just say something just to say it, but from what my analysis is showing me, I would need to see some movement within the time frames just because of this long period of consolidation here. So even if it were to break the 0.0 resistance line from what this pattern is telling me right here, it doesn't mean that it's going to hit this 23.6. So that's about 22 pips. For me, this is out of my trading hours, so I'm not looking for a trade right now. But this is how I set up my charts the night before I begin trading, how I plot my Fibonacci lines. I check the economic calendar to see if there's any high-level reports coming out the next morning to be part of my analysis, like I guess you can call it like a pregame to my trade in the morning. But as of right now, I don't see anything, so I feel like I don't want to say something just to say it. But this is what I see, and this is what the market telling me.